Good morning and welcome back to Vlogtober. Look at little Mr. Manny. So sad on a Sunday. So I don't usually vlog on a Sunday. I kind of switched things up this week and I did my live yesterday, pushed Friday's video today. And so it's kind of got to lunchtime and I thought I should probably pick up the camera to have a video for Monday. Lee's just gone to get KFC Sunday. And it's been a very lazy day so far. I've spent most of my morning. I watched Rebecca, which is the new Netflix movie with Lily James. That was really good. Would recommend. It's like a, I don't really want to give anything away. Kind of twisty, but it's like a romance mystery. Playing Sims. You know it's a lazy day when I'm actually playing Sims because I'm like, I'm just going to play Sims and then I always end up with something. I'll just do this bit of editing or just do whatever. All day yesterday I was working in some capacity. Had a ton of stuff to do yesterday, so today I just wanted to do nothing at all. And now I'm watching Design Masters, also on Netflix. I'm on episode 2, quite enjoying it. It kind of reminds me, format-wise, of The Apprentice. It's not like The Apprentice, but it's like an English show. And it's loads of people competing against each other, but having to work in teams. So it's got that kind of vibe of everyone kind of hates each other, but they've kind of got to work together. Hey, dude. Milo's excited about Sunday. Milo's finally allowed to leave the house now. His isolation has ended. Just in time for Ella to be off for half term. I mentioned, I think in the last vlog, that I was looking for, I've probably mentioned it a few times, but I said I was struggling to find a nice rug for the living room. And someone told me about cocoon rugs. I think it was Lorna. And now I'm looking, does anybody else do this? I'm looking on Instagram to see other people's cocoon rugs because I think that's the best way to really see what things look like in people's houses. And because they don't have reviews on their website, I would never have ordered from them. But they're really inexpensive and they've got a lot of rugs that I like. I really like this style, but I'm not 100% sure. Just imagine, if you will. I think it would go with, I mean, would it? I don't know. But the thing is, I was thinking, hang on, focus. I was thinking of getting this kind of style of rug to go under the dining table when we have the dining room next year. I like how like faded it is. And so, worst case scenario, if it doesn't go in here, in the new year, I can probably move it in there anyway. Plus, it's so inexpensive. Even for a really large one, the size I would want, I think, is that one. It is $59.95, and that's for a really big rug. I think Lorna said it was a Northern Irish company. If I order, I will let you know when it arrives. Obviously, we'll talk about it then. But, yeah, I've never even heard of that company. Are you ready to hear about the world's greatest cheese? This stuff is amazing. It's like regular camembert, but it's like spreadable. It says always ready. It's softer. It's kind of like a spreadable version. This with these. It's like the best thing ever. Okay, so relatively serious question. At what point does a lot of cheese become too much cheese? Like, is there such a thing as a life-threatening amount of cheese? Because, I mean, I don't know whether or not that would impact how much cheese I ate if I actually knew the answer to that. But I suppose I'm just hoping that you're going to say no. You can eat as much cheese as you want and you'll be fine. Because I've eaten, this will be my third one of these camemberts in the last 3 days. And I'll eat the whole thing, plus some Gouda, plus some Edam, and probably all of those crackers. I also finally got the switch from Milo, so just generally a good day. Milo's just gone in the bath. Like at an angle. I've just gone in the bath. So I've got the living room to myself for a second while they go off and do that. I'm going to just, you know, continue making my Halloween Animal Crossing. Again, for those of you that missed it, if you play Animal Crossing, I'm going to do an Animal Crossing Halloween party on Halloween where I share my code and we'll kind of like, I don't know, do something. And I think I'm going to do a live, I'll say nearer the times that I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do a live on YouTube while we're doing the Animal Crossing thing. It might not be super interesting for you if you don't play the game, but I just thought we can't do anything else. It's kind of a fun thing to punctuate the end of Vlogtober. Another thing that I wanted to mention, I've just been watching Jen from Pretty Neat Living. I always want to say organised like Jen, organised whatever it used to be. I just caught up on her videos. And it's made me so sad because she's going through a really tough time. She's going through a divorce. She's just moved and she seemed to be feeling really light and more positive. And people have been being cruel to her and it's really affecting her because she's obviously more vulnerable than usual. And I just kind of thought, why would you do that to someone? Like, why of all times would you choose that time? Like, okay, she's had a very privileged life. She's had a very unusual life in terms of what people share on YouTube. But now, of all times, I just can't understand why someone would want to like go out of their way to be cruel to someone who's clearly going through a really tough time. I don't get it. But I thought I would end the vlog on a message of let's just be nice to each other, because watching someone struggle with that is really hard. Watching someone be so impacted by people sending her like horrible DMs and just, it's so difficult going through a divorce and especially sharing custody and obviously doing it through a pandemic. I can't imagine what she's going through. And I just felt like so heavy watching it. It kind of like, you lose a little bit of faith in just generally people, don't you? I know that during this year, people online have just gone kind of crazy. People who would maybe leave a slightly negative comment might leave a really, really mean one. I think partly just because, you know, they're taking out their own frustrations on these strangers on the internet. And also they've just got more time on their hands, killing more time. But, you know, be mindful that someone, especially, it's not even everyone's going through something that you don't know about. It's not even that. This person is going through something that she's sharing. She's saying, this is a really, really difficult time in my life. I just kind of can't get my head around the fact that people would still be coming for her in a big way during what is clearly already, I mean, it's just baffling, isn't it? People are so horrible. Anyway, ending on a negative, but also let's just be nice to each other, shall we? And if you feel like, I mean, not that she needs my help, but if you feel like going over to her channel and telling her she's great, then all the better. Cheers to Sunday night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.